Business. Part 1 Style Questions. Do you work or are you a student?
I run my own business actually. I have an online business selling cosmetics. I set up the business 5 years ago and I'm really enjoying working for myself.
To run your own business, to have a business of your own. To set up a business, to start a business. To work for yourself, C to be self-employed. What is your ideal job?
I don't think I'd enjoy working for a big company. I think I'd like to go it alone and be self-employed. I'm not sure what area of business it would be, but I think I'd enjoy the process of drawing up a business plan and seeing if I could be successful.
To draw up a business plan, to write a plan for a new business. To be self-employed, to work for yourself, to not work for an employer. To go it alone, to start your own business. Is your town a nice place to live?
It's okay. The main problem we have is our local high street. It used to be a busy center, but lots of shops have gone bust. It must be very difficult to make a profit when you have huge supermarkets in the area, and a lot haven't been able to survive with such cutthroat competition.
Cutthroat competition, when one company lowers its prices, forcing other companies to do the same, sometimes to a point where business becomes unprofitable. To go bust, when a business is forced to close because it is unsuccessful. To make a profit, to earn more money than it costs to run the business. Part 2 Style Task. Describe a business you know that you admire. You should say what this business is, what the business sells, how long you have known all about the business, and say why you like it so much.
Actually, I discovered a business very recently that I like so much I'd like to do something similar in the future. It's a small niche business that runs courses in how to cook, especially bread. The owner uses his kitchen for the courses and went into business with a local community shop and sells a lot of the bread and cakes they make in the shop. I first got to hear about the business last year. My wife paid for me to do one of the baking courses and I got to know the owner during the training. It's a lifestyle business really. He doesn't have plans to take on employees or expand into new areas. He's happy earning a living doing the thing he loves. I really admire what he does and I'm sure a lot of people would love to do something similar. He has a web presence. In fact, that's how we got to find out about his company. And he uses social media to raise the company profile. But he's the only person involved in running the business, so he's in complete control of where the business goes. That's something that must make it really satisfying. As long as he's managing to balance the books and the cash flow is healthy, I'm sure he must be very pleased with what he has achieved.
To go into business with, to join another person to start or expand a business. Niche business, a business that serves a small, particular market. Lifestyle business, a business that is set up to bring in a sufficient income and no more. To take on employees, to employ people. To earn a living, to earn money. To have a web presence, to have a website or social media profile that showcases your business. Cash flow, the money coming in and going out of a business. To raise a company profile, to make more people aware of a business. To balance the books, to not spend more money than you are earning. Part 3 Style Questions. Part 3 Style Questions.
I suppose it's the idea of being in control of your own destiny. Or of believing in a product or service idea you may have. Plus it must be very exciting. Launching products, winning contracts, and seeing your sales figures improving must be wonderful.
To win a contract, when a business gets legally binding work with an individual or company. To launch a product, to start selling and promoting a new product. Sales figures, a report of the income a company generates through sales of products or services. What are some of the dangers involved in starting a business?
Well, obviously you need to have a good idea. Some people say you need to do market research beforehand so you know what the market wants. If you don't do this, you could go under. And if it is a good idea, the chances are someone else is doing the same thing, so you could end up facing stiff competition.
To go under, C. To go bust. To do market research, to do research into what potential customers would or wouldn't buy. Stiff competition, strong competition from other companies in the same area of work. What are some of things you have to do when running your own business that might not appeal to everyone?
Personally, I don't like being in debt, so taking out a business loan wouldn't suit me at all. And I know a lot of companies do cold calling to try and drum up business. That's something I'd hate to do. And laying people off if the business gets into trouble. That would be horrible.
To take out a loan, to borrow money, to lay someone off, when a company ends an employee's contract of employment. To cold call, to make a sales call to someone without asking them for permission first. To drum up business, to try to get customers.